What it do, people? Pean back at you with another video with the best friend.
Squirrels. I might be on this side.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how the video will work, but either way.
We are here with night dos of WrestleMania. Hey, we just got done reviewing part one. If you haven't watched that video, go ahead and click that video. The video will be in the description box wherever you it. But yeah, night one, we already done that. Night two is also Squirrels. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I thought night two was really good compared to night one, as you've seen in the night one video. I don't know what happened or if they just completely had different writers for night two, but it was so much better. We started off with the NXT women's title match. We had Rhea Ripley defending against Charlotte, and Charlotte won the match, which I think shocked almost everyone. It was, in my opinion, the best match on the card. Didn't have a Suri finish, which was a nice change of pace from night one, which was full of it. Had a lot of really terrible finishes. I give it a 4.5 out of 5.
You guys know I'm biased against NXT. You guys know I'm the NXT guy. He's the AEW guy. Why did Charlotte need to win Mrs. Goldie? I don't understand. I get it. NXT's losing to AEW every week in the ratings. If you have Charlotte, you have ratings. But honestly, I love NXT. NXT is my favorite. And I don't care about the ratings. Squirrels, do you ratings?
I don't care about ratings at all. I just watch whichever show I enjoy more. And I happen to enjoy AEW more than NXT, but I don't think NXT is bad or sucks because they don't have as good of ratings.
I'm frustrated because this is the opportune time to show your casual viewers that NXT is a legit third and NXT can be better than Raw and SmackDown. Why did they have Charlotte win? It's my big gripe. I'm a big Rhea Ripley fan. I'm a big NXT supporter. I think the wrong person won. Granted, it all depends how they do it. This could be good publicity for NXT. But yeah, who knows where it goes next.
Yeah, they could do something along the lines of having Charlotte bring more credibility to NXT, I guess. But I feel like at this point, NXT is pretty credible as is and has its following. I don't think you're going to steal that many people from Raw and SmackDown and AEW or wherever else and get them to join NXT because right now both companies are experiencing a lack of viewerships because of everything going on. So it's not really going to make that much of a difference in ratings right now, maybe down the line. But I think this was a bad move. I think you could have had Rhea beat Charlotte. And breaking news, as we just figured out before we started recording this video, because we're recording this on Tuesday, Rhea Ripley's work visa apparently has expired and she has to return to Australia. Whether or not this has anything to do with her dropping the title to Charlotte, we don't know. We don't know if this is going to be worked out. But according to Fightful, they have figured out that Rhea Ripley's work visa has expired, which means she cannot compete / work in the United States as of right now. So that would make sense if maybe she's having trouble with her visa with everything going on. She can't get a new one. So she's just having to wait till this all settles, and then they're going to have Charlotte as the champion for now. Which, if that's the case, then I am totally behind it because Charlotte can carry NXT on her own. So they don't really need Rhea right now if that is the case. So that works out if that's what happened. If that's not what happened, then I'm not really sure what they're thinking. But I have to believe that's what happened is they knew Rhea wasn't going to be able to work for them right now. So they went ahead and just gave it to somebody who they knew was going to be there for the shows they needed them to be.
Agreed. And, safe travels to Rhea going back to Australia in this crazy time that's going on right now.
Did you give a star rating for this match?
I give it a 4. I would have had it higher if Rhea won and also Rhea tapped out, which kind of makes me
mad. At least it was to a submission finisher, though. I always give it a little bit of a slide if they tap out to a finisher that's a submission because it's still a finisher. They could have had her beat her with, I don't know. Natural selection is a really shitty move, so I don't know. Charlotte doesn't really have a finisher anymore other than the figure 8.
The storytelling in this match was really good. It was working over the knee. It was legit about the figure 8. If she could put the figure 8 in, it was going to happen. I was like, throughout the match, they're going through a figure eight. She reverses it, and I was like, oh, she's going to hit the figure eight, and she's going to tap.
A funny story about this match that I read on Twitter. I don't know how true this is, but I read it on Twitter. It was a link to a local news article, so take that with a grain of salt. But apparently somebody was watching WrestleMania. They had their volume up a little too loud, and their neighbors complained because they thought it was porn. Because it was because of how quiet the arena is, and they're just like grunting and stuff like that. So I guess neighbors reported them for watching porn too loudly, but they were just watching wrestling. So I think that's hilarious if that's true. If not, it's still hilarious regardless.
I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, this doesn't sound right.
I actually turned my volume down because this was a big gripe I had on Twitter. If you follow us on Twitter, you would have seen me complaining. But I hate how they cut mini promos or they like talk trash during the match when it's quiet. I hate that. And I think that's why I'm not enjoying WWE's product, because they overuse that so much, and AEW doesn't even do it at all. And I've been liking their indie arenas better. It's just so cringy and cheesy to me when they're like beating you down and they're like, hey, you like that? This is for that time, you blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, shut up. Them making noises and selling is a different thing, but I feel like WWE definitely going overboard with how much they want them to talk and make noise in the ring. And I feel like this was a match that's a good example of it. Charlotte and Rhea had a lot of it. The next match, however, did not have any of it, really. There wasn't that much talking during the match. From what I remember, we had Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley in probably the most pointless WrestleMania match of all time. Aleister Black wins after Bobby Lashley was about to beat him with the Dominator until, for some reason, Lana told him to spear Aleister Black, and then he got... They're not calling it the Black Mass anymore, are they?
Yeah.
Are they? I've heard them call it Fade to Black. What's the difference? Is Fade... No. Fade to Black, I think, is the one where he picks them up with their feet and then does the Black Mass, which is exactly the same thing. I don't know why it's a completely different move, but anyway. He beat him with the Black Mass, or the Fade to Black, or whatever you want to call it, the little spinning kick that he does. I thought it was a decent match. I didn't think it was amazing, but for what it was good. I give it a 3 out of 5. I didn't really have any complaints about it, but I didn't think it was an amazing match or anything.
No, shout out Bobby Lashley tights. Those look really clean. Also, it looks like we're going to get a Bobby Lashley-Lana breakup, maybe.
Probably.
We're recording this on Tuesday. Last night on Raw, Bobby Lashley had an interview with my girl Chuck, and he was like, maybe I need to get a new manager. And then he paused. He said, you know what? Maybe I need to get a new wife. And kind of walked.
Well, if Rusev's leaving, I would imagine Lana is not going to be far behind. Their contracts are not the same. I think hers is maybe another year off from expiring, but he's been having contract negotiations for a while, and they haven't been going great. So not looking so great for Rusev and Lana right now. I guess we'll see. Lana will probably do a breakup storyline because they like to put her in relationship storylines for some reason.
Oh, man.
Speaking of relationship storylines, as we segue into another one, we got, okay, we'll let you do it because you're super into the storyline. You go ahead and run us down.
We have Dolph Ziggler taking on my boy, Otis. Oh, yeah. Also had Sonya Deville being in the corner with Dolph Ziggler because on SmackDown, we had the hacker, whoever it was, Mustafa Ali, we don't know exactly, show the clip Valentine's Day. Sonya Deville picked up Mandy's phone, sent a little text to Otis saying she's going to be late. And it cuts back to another clip of Sonya Deville talking to Dolph Ziggler, that they had a little plan going on. And now we have Dolph Ziggler versus Otis. It was a fun match. We had Otis was going for the caterpillar elbow, and then Sonya Deville got on the apron, distracted Otis, distracted the ref, low blow.
Then she low blowed him.
Mandy's entrance, she goes face on face with Sonya Deville. We have a little cat fight. Then the referee gets distracted. Somehow Mandy comes in the ring, low blows Dolph. We get the caterpillar elbow, 1, 2, 3. Otis wins the WrestleMania match and walks out with Mandy. It's each Mandy.
So they booked this one the right way. I liked it. Okay. It was pretty much exactly what I expected. I was into this storyline until the whole Sonya Deville thing because don't think that makes sense at all. I don't understand what Sonya has to gain from helping Dolph, other than like maybe she just doesn't like Otis and likes Dolph better, but whatever. I'm sure we'll get an explanation for that at some point. But I really like Dolph Ziggler and Sonya Deville being paired together. And Mandy's face turn is pretty cool. I think it's going to work out. The storyline's going to keep going. JBL absolutely, I'm pretty sure that he vomited in his mouth during the ending because he was just losing it when they were kissing.
Oh, man, we had JBL and Cole back again, man. Good times. Good times.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, JBL and Cole were one of the announced teams that they used. I gave this a 3 out of 5. I thought it was just as good, if not maybe a little bit better than the Aleister Black Bobby Lashley match. It was good. It wasn't a pay-per-view match to begin with, but it was exactly what I expected, and it was on the better end of that. So.
Oh, you know, like you said, typical WrestleMania feel-good moment. 3 stars. Yeah. Otis. Right on peach. I do have to say, at least it wasn't Tucky. Thank God it wasn't Tucky.
Yeah, I was going to be more against it if it was Tucky who texted. We're not going to spend 40 minutes talking about this match because this match was 40 minutes long. But next up, we have the last man standing match between Edge and Randy Orton. Edge ends up picking the win up here, and I could have not given less than 2 shits about this match about 10 minutes into it. I was super excited for this match. It was probably the match I was most excited for, probably the match that almost everyone was most excited for. And then the match went for 40 minutes in an empty arena with no fan reaction and just them kind of throwing each other into things in the backstage area, which is cool. They pretty much gave us a tour of the Performance Center, which I honestly think that's what the match was for them to be like, look how cool our Performance Center is. Because it was just, they went into every single room. They were just overdoing it at that point, and that's what happened to this match. It was overbooked, overdone. They did everything about 12 times, and I just did not care about this match anymore. I gave it a 2 out of 5. I don't think it was a bad match. I just think it was overbooked and way too long, way too long. I don't know why this match had to take up 40 minutes on the card, and that's 4-0, 4D, not 14, 40 minutes. You could have had anything else go a little bit longer, even if you give all the other matches an extra like 5 minutes or something. I don't know. I would have preferred anything other than this being a 40-minute long match.
Squirrels, you are going fast about this match and commentary. Oh. What the hell, Brian Saxon? What the fuck was that? God. Like, literally, Tom Phillips and Byron Saxon. I love Byron. Tom, but damn it, why?
And they were getting quieter as the match went longer. It went from like, oh my God, Edge just threw Randy Orton into the side of that wall, to, oh my God, Randy Orton just threw Edge into the side of that wall. And it was just kind of to the point where I couldn't even hear them anymore. They were so quiet and speaking so slow. It was like they were announcing a golf tournament. And we're not the only people who think this. Twitter was buzz, and people are still talking about how shitty they were during that match. And I don't know why. There was no explanation. I guess because it's a really serious moment. I don't know. I would have preferred someone losing their shit and making up for the crowd reaction versus just making it quieter.
Oh, agreed. And how dare they do the weight bench spot? I mean, I'm not going into it. The documentary was 2 weeks ago. Not a good look. Not a good look.
Yeah, not a good look for the whole hanging Edge yeah.
That was the second longest WrestleMania match in history behind the Iron Man match. That went longer than Cold and the Rock at WrestleMania 7.
And it was nowhere near as good either. And I don't know, maybe this is one of those matches where maybe if the crowd had been there, maybe we would have loved this match. Because it's kind of weird to do one of these types of matches with nobody in the arena, but also you normally don't make it 40 minutes long. So I'm wondering if it was just a case of it was originally supposed to go that long with the fans in attendance and they just decided not to change anything because they liked it. I don't think that it was poorly done. I just think it was hard to watch and not enjoyable. And was because it was too long and they just drug it out so long, which is a last man standing match. In total, a last man standing match is you beat someone down until they can't answer the 10 count. So, Of course, it's going to take a long-ass time for the match to finish. Maybe change it to a street fight, just something to make the match a little bit quicker, but keep the edge on the match. Like, no pun intended, but, like, keep it so these guys look like they're trying to kill each other, but maybe not make the match so long. Because Edge did really good, and Orton did really good, and it wasn't like it was a, like, botch-filled mess or anything. It didn't have a shitty ending. It was a run-of-the-mill match. It just was not fun to watch.
So we go to that to we have another 24/7 7-Eleven European TV Championship scramble with Mojo
For the hardcore title.
Yeah, Gronk pinning Mojo Rawley. So Rob Gronkowski is Universal Champion. Wow.
Oh Jesus.
What a time we're living right now, man.
So Gronk is 24/7 champion, which makes sense since he just kind of signed to WWE. So we're not really sure exactly what regard he's going to be doing that with, but I'm assuming it's a feud with Mojo, who's his best friend in real life, supposedly, which is a very weird thing. But whatever. I'm fine with that. The 24/7 title getting some exposure from somebody like Rob Gronkowski is good. I just hope it falls back to R-Truth at some point because he's kind of been the thing that's keeping it going. And might as well be the R-Truth Championship.
Yeah.
From that, we go on to the Raw Tag Team titles. These tag team titles are actually defended in a tag team match, unlike the SmackDown ones. So we have the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory. Austin Theory replacing Andrade due to circumstances that are going on in the world. If you didn't see it coming, the Street Profits won. Garza and Theory attacked them after the match. And then Bianca Belair from NXT came out and saved the Street Profits and attacked Zelina Vega. So it looks like we might have something brewing there. Also, like we said in part one, Bianca Belair, as we said, we're recording this on Tuesday, she debuted on Raw last night. So it looks like she is going to be a part of the Raw brand. So we'll see how that works out. But I give this a 3 out of 5. Thought it was another match that was good, but not great. What did you think?
It was a cool match. It just sucks that had Austin Theory and Bianca Belair on the same TV screen.
Yeah, like your two least favorite people in the world.
Yeah, not named Goldberg. Yeah.
Or Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. Or MJF, the little shithead. But yeah, it was cool. Thank God Austin Theory didn't win. And yeah, Bianca Belair, I guess that's cool. I mean, she deserves to be on the main roster. I'll give her that, but I'm not behind her. I don't really like her.
It's really weird that they're not giving her an NXT title run, though.
I know, right? And especially with Charlotte and I don't know, I just thought she would be next Charlotte.
Yeah, I thought she would be a shoo-in to immediately feud with Charlotte for the NXT title. But now I'm interested to see who it's going to be now that we got to this point where we can talk about Bianca. Because Bianca's not going to challenge Charlotte, I guess, because she's on Raw. And now that Charlotte's on NXT, who's really going to face Charlotte right now?
I mean, with the ladder match, it's not going to be Tegan Nox or Dakota Kai because they're both going to take out. But I'm going to guess Candice LeRae for a baby face against Charlotte.
Yeah, I could see that. I still feel like they should have at least did Bianca versus Charlotte before they moved Bianca up.
For sure. Especially
with everything going on right now, there's really no point in bringing people up to the main roster.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you don't even know how long you're going to be able to do this. Because as of today, Impact, AEW, and WWE have all said that they're going to start recording multiple weeks of content in a single day.
Impact already does that.
Yeah. I mean, but they're going to do it now with no fans.
Oh.
So it's kind of weird because they're having to book things and do them all at once. So they're booking weeks in advance, which they normally do sometimes. And then they're not going to be able to change anything based off fan reaction, which sucks because if we hate something and they decided that they loved it, then we're going to be seeing that shit for 2 or 3 weeks in a row until they finally get the opportunity to record something else. SmackDown Women's title elimination 5-way match. Sasha Banks versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi versus the champion Bailey. I have written down the eliminations in what order they happened, so we'll just do it that way. So everybody, for some reason, jumped on board and eliminated in Tamina because Tamina, I guess, is the biggest competitor in the match. Whatever. I didn't really get that. Tamina's not like, I mean, she's physically imposing, but she hasn't really done anything on the main roster that warrants everyone in this match who has done way more than her on the main roster team up and eliminate her. Next, we had Sasha eliminated Naomi, which I was surprised by because I thought Naomi might be one of the last people in there. Lacey then eliminates Sasha. As soon as Naomi got eliminated, I was like, oh, it's going to be Sasha and Bailey are the final two, and they're going to like tease that. Then Lacey eliminates Sasha, and then you have Bailey winning after Sasha helps her win, after they tease maybe Sasha turning on her. I give it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was a great match. Oh. I thought it was good storytelling and good wrestling, and I like how they did it because I didn't see it coming. And this is how WWE should do things. Just book them so we don't see them coming. I mean, I had Bailey winning and retaining. Yeah, that was my prediction, but I didn't see it going this way.
I like the way they, that damn, what a woman that was to Shasa. It was like she nailed it. I know if she slapped her leg or
fucked her up.
But after that, and then they did the whole New Year's Revolution Triple H Batista thing when Lacey was pinning Sasha. You see Bailey in the corner getting up and just like, nope. Like they have that little tease.
Yeah, she's like, I could save her, but I'm just gonna let her get eliminated.
Yeah, that one of my favorite feuds. Yeah, they can do that. But I enjoyed it. Also, the ending. Also, before the ending, I pointed out. I was like, "Yo, Sasha's still she's on the floor."
Yeah, I noticed that too after you tweeted it because I wasn't paying attention to the corner of my screen, but the camera kept keeping Sasha in the shot, so you could see that she was still there. Yep. Which I am assuming is on purpose because they did it a lot. If it wasn't on purpose, oh my God. But as soon as I noticed Sasha, I was like, uh-oh, some shit's about to go down. But then she just helped Bailey win. So
I'm interested to see what they do forward going with that, man. It's gonna be interesting TV.
Okay, next up, we have the Firefly Funhouse match. We have The Fiend versus John Cena. Fiend beats John Cena in this match. I guess we'll let you go first because I love this match. So we'll do the reverse of the Boneyard here.
But I like this better than Boneyard match. It everything, man. They had, first of all, this Cena came out and they did the we're so glad that you're our friend of the spray. And then all of a sudden you get a flashback to ruthless aggression. Then all of a sudden this. I was like, oh my, they got the fist. Old School came out. They had a promo about ruthless aggression. Kurt Angle. He went to hit Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt ducked and did the quote of the night. You can look, can't touch. They do that. They John Cena's Doctor of Thugonomics. I was like, okay, spitting them rhymes. They did it a little bit heel. I know you popped hard for this when they were go back to the NWO, Eazy-E, and Hollywood Hogan.
They wrestled at WCW Nitro.
Yes.
That shit was wild. I was like, oh my God.
I know, right? Also, during that, they go to the camera. They go back to commentary, which is Mercy the Buzzard as Macho Man, and Vince McMahon the puppet saying, that's good shit. I popped hard for that. I was like, oh my God, I love this. And then after that, they have them going back to WrestleMania 30 where John Cena is holding the steel chair. Hit me, John. Hit me. And also, I don't know if you caught this, but I caught this. They went back to Cena's old shirt where he was wearing from that night. The You Can't Stop Me shirt.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that.
I was like, yo, they got his attire back. And also after that, they had Bray Wyatt's old gimmick, the Mercy gimmick with the Hawaiian shirt. And
I saw that too.
Oh my God. But also, it's funny because John Cena says on SmackDown he's going to eliminate or whatever the most overrated or hyped WWE superstar of all time, which you think is Bray Wyatt. But no. It's actually John Cena. Because they do all of his gimmicks and just holy shit storytelling. I'm gonna let you talk because I'm I'm speechless.
I love this match. This is everything that the Boneyard match should have been, but wasn't. And this is what I was talking about when I was talking shit about the Boneyard match in our part 1 review. The Boneyard match took itself way too seriously. And then you have this match, which understands what it is, and it's trying to be its own like thing. And it was perfect. It was hilarious. It was like entertaining. It was, you just didn't know what was coming next, to be honest. It just kept going and going and going. And then it finally reached its boiling point where the Fiend gets his win over Cena and gets that win back that everyone's been talking shit about, that now no one can be like, Cena buried Bray Wyatt, because now Bray's back.
One more thing, that the Fiend would have the mandible claw on Cena, and then the Fireflies Funhouse Bray Wyatt counted the 3. Just...
I mean, I don't know how to describe this match to people, and you described it pretty well, but I think you just have to get the WWE Network and go watch this match, or if somebody has uploaded it on YouTube, look for it. It's crazy. It goes through all of John Cena's gimmicks, all of Bray's gimmicks, except for Husky Harris.
Well, they did.
They should have. Oh, they should have did a Nexus thing.
Damn. I also forgot they hit John Cena's failures, and it showed Punk doing this.
Yeah, I give this a 5 out of 5.
Oh.
I mean, I know it wasn't a match, so it's not technically the highest rated match. That's still Charlotte and Rhea, but I give this 5 out of 5 for what it is. I think it was perfect.
Oh, absolutely, man. It nailed everything. It was what it was needed to be.
Okay, and then there's not much to say about this last one, so I guess we'll get on to that and then we'll end the video. We have the WWE Championship being defended, Brock Lesnar defending against Drew McIntyre, the Royal Rumble winner. Drew is now your WWE champion, and yeah, it was a Brock Lesnar match. 1 out of 5 stars. Claymore kick, Claymore kick, Claymore kick, some F5s in there too. Drew wins.
Yeah. Brock hit 3 F5s, you know.
I think it was 3 F5s and 4 Claymores?
Also, damn, Drew McIntyre kicked out at 1 for the first F5. I was like,
yeah.
But also, after the match, I was like, yay, Drew won. And then I went, holy shit, that was the main event of WrestleMania. Like, I was like,
yeah, it didn't feel like the main event of WrestleMania. That's another reason why, like, I give it a 1, not because it's a Brock match. I could have given it higher than a 1 for that.
Technically, the main event was Drew McIntyre defending his newly won title against, well, if you saw Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that was dumb too.
But
anyways, this was not main event caliber. It really should have went on earlier. I would have been fine with the Fiend and Cena closing the show. I'll just say that. I know they did the Boneyard to close night 1, but I don't think it would have made a difference to how the Fiend and Cena close night 2. Any of these other matches, I don't think, as far as night 2 goes, would have been a solid ender. Maybe the NXT women's, that was the best match, but I think the Fiend and Cena would have made more sense. But yeah, it's the WWE Championship, I understand. But for what we got, it wasn't the main event caliber.
The WWE title and the Universal title, the 2 most important titles
had the shortest matches.
Went a combined length of 6 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yep. So what would you give night 2 overall, I guess?
Oh,
what would you give the Brock Lesnar match first off? Like a 1.
1. If it was, like if this one was in front of crowd, it would be better because you would have the people hyping up Drew. He would have the feeling of the crowd. We got this, and he would 1, 2, 3 Claymore. This is one that needed the crowd, and it hurt it a lot. So a 1 star.
I'm going to give WrestleMania Night 2 a 4 out of 5 overall. I didn't really give anything under a 4 other than Otis and Dolph, Aleister Black and Bobby, Orton and Edge, and then the Drew Brock match. Everything else is rated really high.
Yeah.
It's a 5 or a 4 or 4.5.
What do you give WrestleMania 36 overall?
Probably, let's give it a letter grade, A, B, C, or D, or F.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a C. I think it was in the middle. I think that night 2 was stronger, and I think if night 2 was the only night, I would give this like an A. Night 1 kind of ruined it, so I'm giving it a C.
I tweeted out the order of WrestleManias in the 30s. 31, 30, 35, 30. So I ranked it 4. So I'd give it a B minus.
So it's like a middle grade WrestleMania.
Oh yeah,
I think it definitely suffered from not having fans, but also night one. You can't blame it all on not having fans because night one was terribly booked. It was awful. Night two suffered the most from not having fans. If you want to argue that it suffered from not having fans, then argue about night two because night two was amazing. Night one was not. Night one was nowhere close. Night one was like Raw.
Ooh.
It might as well have been back in the day, the Sunday Night Heat leading up to fucking WrestleMania or something. It was bad. I didn't like it.
Oh, damn.
Well, I think that's it.
Yep.
For WrestleMania 36 review.
Yeah, we're side by side. This is it took us 4 months to do it, but hey, we got it covered, man. If you guys have not watched the WrestleMania 36 part uno, go back and watch that. Go give this a like. Go give that one a like. Comment below what you thought of night 2, night 1, overall. Yeah. Don't forget to follow him Twitter at
Sure, Squirrels. It ends in a Z, guys. Not that hard.
Go follow me at The Boss Pean. You can follow both of us at The Crazy Show X2 on the Twitter. Also, if you're going through all those links, go ahead and Facebook page alike. It is facebook.com/The Crazy Show. All one word. You're going to see that little logo right there. You're going to have everything we post. Don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Thank you.
Share.
Share the hell out of this video. Show your mama, show your daddy, show your friends, show your cousin, show your baby daddy.
Stream it on your Fire TV and annoy all your friends while they're in the room with you until they say, "What the fuck are you watching?"
That too. Guys, if you guys are watching this, stay safe. Don't wash your hands. Stay indoors unless you have to go outside for work or don't do anything stupid, man. Stay safe. This has been The Crazy Show. We love you all, and thank you for watching.